Gear up for the Festive Surprise 2016 and whatever else is coming out in Grand Theft Auto Online with G2A with a link in the description, and use code BOSS for an extra discount. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how much money you're going to need for all of the unreleased content as well as the Festive Surprise 2016. As we know, that's likely actually going to start tomorrow on December 20th, which may be a couple hours from now. If there is any brand new content or anything new released, you guys know I'll be streaming it and covering it right away. So stick around on my channel for that. Should be a lot of fun. But I'm going to talk to you guys today about how much money you're going to need. That seems to be a big issue for many of you. Obviously, with the exorbitant price of import and export and everything we've had to buy so far, money might be tight for a couple people. So I also will plan on doing a shark card giveaway whenever that does end up coming out. And if Rockstar does release it tomorrow, I'm likely going to do another one of those. So also stick around on my Twitter too, because that's probably where I'll be announcing it. But let's get into everything we know so far, and it would only be fitting that we start with the cars. So I'll put this image on the screen right now so you can see all of the individual prices of the vehicles. Now this might be a little bit confusing. So if you see a Tally GTB and a Tally GTB Custom, that is not the price to buy that extra car. What you'd have to do there is take the difference between the custom version and the regular version, and that's going to be your Benny's upgrade fee. So obviously the price of the Tally GTB is $1.189 million, with its upgrade fee at Benny's being $495,000. If we move over to the Spectre, that is $599,000, and if we want to turn that into the custom version, $252,000. Moving over to the Nero, it's $1.440 million, and then you have to do $605,000 in order to get it upgraded at Benny's. Then you've got the Comet Retro, which doesn't have a new vehicle you can buy. It's simply the Comet on the website, which is $100,000, and its upgrade fee is $645,000. And last but not least, the bike, the Pagani FCR 1000, $135,000 base, and then to turn that into a Benny's bike, $196,000. So if you wanted to buy all 5 vehicles and then turn them into their Benny's variant, so that would be buying the Nero, the Spectre, the Tally GTB, buying the Comet off of the website already, and buying the FCR 1000 and turning them all into Benny's versions, your grand total would be $5,656,000. So basically $5.6 million, and that doesn't include any customization, and you guys know how expensive Benny's customization is. So that amount right there could easily go over the $6 million figure and could easily go upwards of $7 and $8 million as well. Now I know this is an unlikely scenario, but what if, for example, you wanted to own all the vehicles? Like you wanted the regular Nero, the Nero Custom, the regular Spectre, the Spectre Custom, the regular Tally GTB, the Tally GTB Custom, a Comet Retro, the FCR, and the FCR Custom. So that would be 9 total vehicles. That would be a total of $9,119,000. Now, I know that scenario is unlikely, but the regular versions of these cars do have different and unique customization from the custom Benny's version. So there might be a scenario where someone does want the regular Nero, but they also want another Nero that they're going to turn into a custom one. So that's where that price comes from right there, which is obviously very steep. And if you do any customization on those vehicles, it would most obviously bring it over the $10 million price range. So that is pretty expensive. I'm not going to lie. So you guys still need to be saving up. You need to use my money-making tips that I've been showing you in streams that we're going to be doing, because there's still a lot of expensive content coming. And as I mentioned earlier, that scenario that I just brought up is unlikely with the $9 million, but if you want to buy everything and have all the vehicles, that's what it's ultimately going to cost you. However, if you're like me, you're probably just going to take the car and make it the Benny's version, the custom version, because I think those are going to be not only the best, but they're going to have better customization, better looks, etc. So I think that's going to be the way to go, but who knows, you might run into some people that, again, do want those duplicates for whatever reason. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the Christmas or the Festive Surprise 2016. Now, we don't know which vehicles Rockstar are going to release on Tuesday, which is the most likely date of the start of the festive surprise, because none of these vehicles have a Christmas theme. The only thing I could think of is Rockstar releasing maybe the Comet, because that's one of Santa Claus's reindeer's name, Comet. That's kind of a far stretch, but no other car than that kind of screamed a Christmas name to me. They're all pretty normal or have nothing to do with a holiday theme whatsoever. And last year, there was only one car left over in the files, the Class A Tampa, so we knew that that was going to be the car coming with the Christmas update. With this year, we have no clue. However, we do have an idea of how many vehicles Rockstar is likely to release. So technically, there's 5 cars, so I would imagine Rockstar wouldn't release 60% of their vehicles on one day. So my guess is that they're either going to do 1 car or 2 cars if they're feeling generous, and that is going to be it, with the rest of them being saved for either later in December or most likely early in 2017, probably January, maybe February if they stretch it out that far. That's pretty much it as far as the vehicles go. The other thing we need to talk about is the new suits of clothing that might be available to purchase in free mode. So this isn't 100% confirmed, but there were 2 different styles of suits that were found in the game. One of them is like a Juggernaut suit, which you guys obviously can see on the screen over to the left. And then on the right, there are these like kind of glowy tribal style suits, like body suits. Now, again, I'm not sure if these are 100% going to be available in free mode. We know for a fact they're probably going to be for adversary modes. But since Rockstar allowed us to have the Tron suits in free mode, what's them from doing the same thing here, especially if they could charge a nice amount of money, and especially because it looks like they're going to use the new illumination feature, which is brand new in Grand Theft Auto Online. So I could see Rockstar wanting to take advantage of more outfits that have these features, thus they would add this into the game. And as I mentioned, if they're anything as expensive as the Deadline suits, maybe we could see these going on sale for maybe $200,000 each. Depending on how many designs there are, there could be easily 4, 5, or 6. Thus, maybe you see, $1 million to $1.2 million for the total of all these designs. So again, add another million or 2 possibly if you want all the outfits. But again, for right now, that shouldn't really be a concern because we don't know when these adversary modes are releasing. We don't know if they're going to be coming out with the Christmas update. But one thing we do know that's going to be coming out with the Christmas update is new tops and new hats and accessories and all the stuff that's returning from 2014 and 2015. And I'm actually here to bring you guys some good news, at least likely good news. So over the last 3 Christmas updates, 13, 14, and 15, Rockstar have made the content free, but it has been time sensitive. So all the accessories, the clothing, the masks, the hats, everything that has been added that you could apply on your character has been free, but will go away once the festive surprise is no longer here. So if Rockstar has done something for 3 years in a row, I can only imagine that this year in 2016, they're going to be doing the exact same thing, and all the new content and all the returning content will be added into the game, and it will most likely be free. However, it will probably go away sometime in early 2017, likely one of the first few days of January. So that is actually some good news right there, is that even though you might be spending a lot of money, have spent a ton of money on import and export, will be buying the Nero and all these new cars, at least you can get dressed up in the holiday spirit, and you'll be able to enjoy the clothing for no price at all, which is great, and that's not going to add anything to our total. And obviously, there's going to be other things that Rockstar will likely add in the Christmas update. We know that they're going to be giving us Christmas gifts that include masks and maybe some sets of pajamas, maybe some free t-shirts. But other than that, everything else is free. The snow doesn't cost you anything. The Christmas tree inside your apartment doesn't cost you a dime. Picking up snowballs, obviously, you don't buy that from the ammunition store. You just pick them up off the ground. So that's pretty much it right there. And as far as the unreleased content and the festive surprise 2016, that's likely what we can expect. And hopefully, we're going to be expecting that festive surprise content to be coming out sometime soon, hopefully tomorrow. Now, the only thing I want to tell you guys is that last year in 2015, Rockstar kind of held the one vehicle hostage for a couple days. They didn't actually release the Tampa until like 2 or 3 days after the festive surprise technically started. So I don't know if they'll do that this year, but just keep that in mind that if you turn on your console tomorrow and you see the new mask and the new clothing, but you're wondering where a new vehicle is, it might not be coming out. That's the thing. They might be holding it hostage for a day or 2, just like they did in 2015. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully that is tomorrow though. And if any new content does come out, you guys know I'll be streaming it. We'll be having a lot of fun and it should be really awesome. But really, that's all the information I have for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy and hopefully you learned a thing or two. If you did, be sure to drop a like rating on the video. That would be awesome. As well as subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.